Did you know that revenues may arise from non-exchange transactions? This is Teacher Sam, and if you want to know more about this topic, please keep on watching. Non-exchange transactions are transactions in which an entity gives or receives value from another entity without directly providing something of equal value in return. Revenue from these transactions are derived mostly from taxes, fines and penalties, gifts, donations, and goods in kind. We all know that taxes are compulsory payments intended to provide revenue to the government, while yung fines and penalties naman ay mga monetary sanctions na na-receive as a consequence of breach of laws. Yung gifts, donations, and goods in kind are voluntary transfers of assets that one entity makes to another and normally free from stipulations. Assets, liabilities, and revenue arise from a non-exchange transaction, and usually iba-iba yung measurement niya. Kapag asset, fair value at the acquisition date. Kapag liabilities naman, at present value when the effect of time value of money is material. However, kapag revenue, at the amount of increase in net assets. If yung transaction is initially recognized as a liability, marirecognize lang siya as revenue kapag ka na-fulfill na yung condition. As to the recognition of revenue from non-exchange transactions, on a cash basis yon until a reliable measurement model is developed. So yung asset, liability, and revenue that arise from these transactions are recognized kapag na-collect na siya or kapag ka naman measurable and legally collectible. Tax revenue is recognized at a gross amount and not reduced for expenses paid through the tax system. Yung expenses paid through the tax system ay yung mga expenses na kailangang bayaran irrespective of whether the taxpayer pays taxes or uses a particular mechanism to pay taxes. For example, the government pays a part of residents' health insurance premium through reducing its tax liability, making payment by check, or by paying an amount directly to the insurance company. Consequently, yung amount na yon ay expense ng government and kailangang i-recognize separately in the statement of financial performance. Another point, tax revenue shall not be grossed up for the amount of tax expenditures. Tax expenditures are preferential provisions of the tax law that provide certain taxpayers with concessions that are not available to others. Ang tax expenditure ay foregone revenue at hindi expenses. For example,